Hi, Alliyan here. Today we take a look at rank 4 challenger player the Queen on the EUNE server. He plays Ahri with Glacial Augment and has a whopping win rate of 65 with 150 games played. First, let's take a look at his matchup. Mid lane is Ahri vs Corki. Ahri is an assassin mage. She has a higher kill potential in lane, but Corki scales better, resulting in their overall win rate to be roughly the same. Corki has a higher AA range, leaving Ahri vulnerable to harass and wave clear. Trading well until Corki is in kill range is the key to success in this matchup. Let's look at the team composition. The enemy team is a balanced team, with 2 tanks, 2 AP and an ADC, looking to extend the game to the later stages. Ahri's team on the other hand, lacks tanks, but excels at catching and all-inning into the enemy team. If Corki and Zaya find ways to get ahead, it would be difficult to stop their composition. Elise making an early game impact, snowballing Draven, and avoiding team fights are the key points here. Here are his rune choices. A common-looking rune page, but chooses Biscuit Delivery instead of Minion Dematerializer, and swaps Cheap Shot for Taste of Blood. These are likely aimed at surviving Corki's harass and trades. Now let's take a closer look at his game. This is a replay from his ranked game. His team starts with an invade into the enemy jungle. They find nothing. They could have withdrawn but ends up staying around for too long. Blue team reacts to the invade by catching them on their way back, ending up in the death of Elise and Draven with Zaya picking up the 2 kills. In addition, Elise dies at 1 minute and 20 seconds, significantly delaying her jungle clear. This is a very unfortunate start as Draven needs to get ahead and Elise needs to make an early game impact. On top of that, Ahri starts her laning phase with a third of her health missing. Corki chose press the attack over the commonly taken fleet footwork, making his trades more potent than usual. Enemy team recognize Elise has a rough start to the game and plays very aggressively, leading to a whole wave worth of CS difference. Not only that, CJNE comes to gank and Ahri has the flash out. His rune choice pays off here, as Ahri manages to avoid severe CS loss by consuming a delivered biscuit. And finally Elise comes to help. Elise is met with a well-timed counter gank, but she manages her way out of trouble. Corki with a good wave recalls first, and Ahri clears the wave as well and recalls. So far top is even, but mid and bot are behind. Bot lane in particular is struggling with Zaya picking up 5 kills in 6 minutes. They need to find a way to overturn this situation. Corki comes back with a Doran's shield, aiming to create a larger advantage through lane sustain and health. Although Ahri seemed to be on the losing end, she was looking to hit level 6 first and all in. She uses W and Q to kill off the minions, and Corki responds with a one-sided trade. She loses most of her health and loses control but manages to take out a portion of Corki's health pool. This was all according to plan. She uses her skills again to forcefully clear the minion wave and levels up slightly earlier than her opponent. Note that her health has regenerated significantly from the last trade. The combination of Corruption Potion, Biscuit of Rejuvenation, Passive Q and the level up healed her back up. Healing HP worth of 3 summoner spell heals, within a 7 seconds time window must have been a baffling experience for Corki. With Ignite and 3 casts of her ult, Corki is taken down. She clears wave and recalls back. She buys a lost chapter and heads back to lane. Corki is now level 6, and also has his package equipped. Corki looks to roam bot, where the wave is heavily pushed in his team's favor. Four players attempt to dive bot, but red team managed to dissuade them. In this skirmish, Ahri accomplished 3 important jobs with minimal movement. First, she chunked down Xayah and denied her from joining the fight. Second, she gave the kill to their win condition, Draven. Lastly, she takes down Corki, who was fleeing from the fight, denying CS and exp from mid. With Corki's repeated deaths, Ahri is now 2 levels ahead and her team is now leading in gold. After taking down 1 tower plate, Corki returns. Morgana and Elise attempts to set up mid but fails. Ahri pushes up mid and recalls. She finishes up her core item, Hextech GLP. On her way back, a 2v2 fight takes place in bot. Draven gets taken down but manages to get back 2 kills. They manage to strike back from their 3-kill disadvantage. Now with lane priority, Ahri repeatedly pushes the wave and hide in the fog of war. She then decides to follow Elise up top. This scene shows the significance of lane priority at this point in the game. Ahri joins in after Elise dies from a counter gank by EUNE. Closing in with her ultimate, she lands on Urgot, carefully positioning so that her charm can't be blocked by EUNE. After taking down Urgot, she quickly turns her attention to EUNE and slows her with Glacial Augment and red buff. EUNE has no choice and flashes out. Ahri, with her last cast of her ultimate, closes in and finishes her off with a double kill. Corki attempts to close in on Ahri but responds with a flash charm. Unable to respond, Corki gets taken down immediately. The top outer tower gets taken down in the process. Bot lane outer tower was almost taken down, so it was a very well-timed move. Vladimir ends his laning phase with 1 kill and 20 CS lead, with 7 stacks on his Dark Seal. Ahri succeeds at making use of her lead gained in mid and gets top ahead. She recalls, purchases items towards a Twinshadow and heads back to mid. However, the enemy team with faster respawn focuses on bot, attempting another 4-man dive.
レッドチームのタワーが破壊されました。ドミネーティング。シャットダウン。ブルーチームのタワーが破壊されました。
In high-tier games, players respond to enemy and allies' actions incredibly fast. To make a fast and game-changing response, a player must manage waves, damage trade effectively and acquire lane priority. Failing to acquire lane priority will not only put your lane in a disadvantage, but will negatively affect other lanes as well. This game is a good example. Xayah takes down Ahri and Vladimir, picking up a total of 1500 gold. But Ahri's team takes the Rift Herald in the meantime and takes down the last standing outer turret in mid. The game makes progress in terms of tower numbers, but many fights breaks out, slowly but surely funneling gold in Zaya and Corky's pockets. Red team with a composition disadvantage is desperate to make action.
Blue team のタワーが破壊されました。
Although they take down another tower, they end up handing off 2 kills to Corky and 1 kill to Zaya. The game is surely starting to tilt towards the enemy team. Here, Augment makes a mistake of pushing the bot wave without TP. Red team quickly respond with a ban call.
Red team がバロンナッシャーを倒しました。
Red team gets Baron. Red team must try to end the game with this Baron, or else it will be extremely difficult to come back. They manage to catch out some enemies, and takes down the inhibitor tower. They head straight to Dragon after recalling, but CJNE charges in to attempt to steal. Ahri catches Zaya and Raken, who were trying to help CJNE out. This catch was the deciding factor in this game. They proceed to push mid, destroy the inhibitor, takes down enemy players, and cracks the enemy nexus.
サモナーが退場しました。サモナーが退場しました。